mountain pose. Allow the arms to soar up high. Then come into a forward fold, allowing the weight of the head and the arms to hang heavy. Let the weight fall into the heels as well. Half lift, flat back. Bring your hands down to the ground and come into downward facing dog. You could start by walking the heels up and down to loosen the body. Left lunge forward, come into warrior one. From warrior one, extend your arms in opposite directions and come into triangle pose. From triangle pose, come into revolved triangle. Really extending the fingertips high. Go through your flow, upper push-up plank to up dog, and then come into a downward facing dog. Right lunge forward, come into warrior one on the right side, extend the arms out, and come into triangle. From triangle, come into revolve triangle by bringing the opposite hand down towards the ground or your block. Lifting the right arm high. Both hands come and press and go through a flow. Push up dog, and downward facing dog. Forward fold kind of turns into a chair pose, sitting your hips low, bringing the chest high, arms extend up, biceps by the ears. Come out of your chair pose, back into a forward fold, and then slowly and gently come into a tabletop position, which will lead to a cat-cow. Inhaling as you dome shape the back and exhaling as you arch. And continue this for a few moments, letting the hips loosen. And then come into a child's pose, really extending them arms all the way out in front of you. Knees can be pressed together or apart. Bring the body into bow pose. Lifting up high from the chest, using that breath to breathe. Modify as you wish. Gently. Come to the knees and set an intention for the rest of this class. Extend the legs out in front of you, reaching for the toes. You can even drop the hands by the side. As you lift back up, bring your knee inwards. Lay your right elbow on the inside of your right leg as you pivot your chest to the left. Use the left hand for stabilization. And then opposite leg. Left knee bends, left elbow comes to the inside of the left leg. Heart pivots towards the right. Send the arms up. Come into boat pose, squeezing from the abdomen, and then begin to rotate left and right. Inhaling and exhaling. Press the feet down, and then you're going to slowly curl back down to the ground, one vertebrae at a time. And then lift the hips up all the way towards the ceiling. If you like, you can take your hands and interlace the fingers underneath the body. Really get lift on those hips. Take your knees and bring them into your chest. Dropping your left leg, keep your right knee bent. Cross your right knee over towards the left side, extending the right arm out. Inhale and exhale as you breathe. Knee comes towards center. Switch legs, left knee comes to the chest. And then it crosses over towards the right side and extend the left arm, looking over your left side. Allow your body to rise up, and then find a wall or a desk or a tree and place your legs up on the wall, nice and high. Whole back body lays down on the ground as your back soaks down into either your mat or the floor. And just breathe. Let go. Really allow the shoulder blades and the head to melt down into the ground. The pelvis is as close as it can come to the wall. If you like, you can even take your feet and allow them to fall apart from one another, or you can keep them in that parallel position. Every breath is fluid. The mind is observant but free. Slowly bring the legs back down. Swing yourself over towards the right or the left. Cross the legs. And we're going to start with the breath of fire to prepare for meditation, knocking the chest and the hips back and forth as we breathe deep, deep breaths in and out, rapid breaths. And slowing down once the heat has been observed in our stomach. Maybe sky flip the palms, laying them on the legs. Meditate. Palms pressed to heart center as we bow our heads. Namaste. And thank you for joining Creative Minds Yoga.